Now, using a torque wrench, I'm gonna tighten these down in a cross pattern. They take 22 Newton meters. I got it set for 20. I'm gonna start with 20 because that's the minimum my wrench gives me, and then I'm gonna push it a bit further to 22 and then maybe a bit more, depends on how I see it goes. So I'm gonna start for this one on the here. I'm gonna tighten them in a crossfoot pattern, and go tightening. A bit at a time on each one. Okay, we're not even at 20 yet, so we're tightening them one at a time. We haven't reached 20 yet. Okay, so that one's at 20. This one's at 20. Hold the motor. And it's always the same crap when you don't have someone to hold you, to help you hold stuff in place. Okay, 20. Okay. The whole four are at 20. So now I'm gonna change the wrench to 22. 22. And now that I got it at 22, let me give it a little bit. 22. 22. 22. Okay, 22. We got them all at 22. This is an old motor, so I think we're going to push it a bit to 25. We're going to take it to 25 and we're going to leave it there. Okay. Okay, 25. 25, 25, and 25. And that's it for the head. We're gonna leave it like that. It's got 25 on each. 3 more than the manual says we should put, but this is an old motor, so it's normal that okay, it's done at 25. Now I got these two that go here. I got these two that go here on the side, and I'm gonna put them in. And I don't have a torque wrench that gives me what these ask for, which is 10. So I'm gonna do it a bit like by hand. I'm not gonna push them too much. Just gonna like take it by the feel for these two on the sides. So okay, so these ones are gonna go a bit like just by kind of like touch. Okay, those are gonna stay like that, and which I think is pretty close to 10, and the head is in place. Right now what I gotta do is I gotta fit this for the timing chain. Okay, now I got my timing chain here. I'm gonna untie it, and I'll show you in a moment. My motor, my crank down here is already in time. There's a small mark, it's lined up, and so like for this crank pulley there's a notch on top that has to align with this dot here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fit it like this in the chain, and I'm gonna try and make it go into place. And that marking is aligned with top and down here it is aligned as well. So what I gotta do is put the tensioner on the other side. Shit, it almost fell inside. Almost went into the motor. Okay, so I got here the tensioner, and there's a little gasket for it. There's a little gasket, which is this one. Everything. Let me clean it. And to work with this tensioner, let me tell you how it is. Okay, the gasket's in place. You got this bolt on the back, you pull it completely out. Once you got this one completely out, with a smaller screwdriver, this one doesn't fit. Let me get one that fits. Yes, this one fits. You start tightening the thing, and as you see, it starts popping up. Once you get to the top, you just leave it like that. This one's too big, let me get a smaller one. No, I gotta get a smaller screwdriver. Okay, you tighten it all the way down. Once you get to the end of it, you push it a little bit and it kind of locks. See? Then you just put it in the engine crankcase where it should go. Okay, once you got that in place, I was about to install the tensioner, but I remember that I better put this one, even if not completely tight, just to keep this from falling off. And then I'm gonna turn my motor so that you can see better what I'm doing. And now for the tensioner, I got it here. It goes on that place. Everything is pretty clean, so I'm gonna blow the gasket. I'm gonna put it in place, and I'm gonna put the two bolts that hold it in place. None of these is being completely tight for now. They're just being assembled to keep things in place. And right now, before tightening those down, what I'm gonna do is, with a screwdriver, you go inside the tensioner here and you give it a little twist back. You give it a little twist back and it should pop out, and the tension will go to the chain. Okay. Okay, so the tension is on the chain. Let me turn the motor around again. And now that I got it in place, all I have to do is to tighten down the tensioner. So I'm gonna tighten its 2 bolts a bit more, kinda a bit like these two here. They don't need to be over tight, just enough to keep them in place. Because these only take 10 Newton meters each. Okay, it's in place. And now I'm gonna put the other bolt that covers everything, and this is just a cover, and I'm gonna tighten that down as well. Just give me a sec. Got too many wrenches lying around. Alright. That's enough. Now, all I want you to see is, now I'm going to show you from a different view, that the motor is on time. Let me just get it like yes. This one is not tight yet, but we're gonna get to that soon. Let me just show you now from a different view. Okay, now from a different view you can see here that that pin is aligned with the 3rd notch on the flywheel, and that one is aligned with top. It kind of points here. If I put like a screwdriver or so, you can see that it's aligned with that. And this one here, let me show you. And this one here inside, there are 3 notches. It's aligned with the 3rd one,